What's up, everybody? I'm David Hain. Welcome to episode 275 of the A2D From Addict to Disciple podcast. If you enjoy this podcast, please like, subscribe, follow, and share the link with your friends. If you'd like to get our curriculum, you can get the paperback or ebook of From Ashes to Destiny on Amazon. Today's episode is number 275 of the A2D From Addict to Disciple podcast, and it's entitled Wake Up Call Park. So this is another walkabout episode. I enjoy them. I hope you do too. And we're going to be going through a park I'll call Wake Up Call Park. Let's see what the sign says right at the beginning. How do you respond to a wake-up call? The purpose of this park is to get everyone thinking about what your approach to waking up in the morning is and how you would respond to a wake-up call. And a wake-up call is defined in Merriam-Webster as something such as a telephone call from a hotel employee to a guest that serves to wake a sleeper, something that serves to alert a person to problem, danger, a need, an unsatisfactory situation, and to take action to remedy it. So the key points here, it's something that serves to wake up a sleeper and alert someone to a problem or a situation that needs to be fixed. Let's head on down the path to the first sign and see what it says. Do you choose when you wake up? What is your first motivation to wake up? And there's a quote by Ovid that says, "First thing every morning before you arise, say out loud, 'I believe,' 3 times. Okay, there's a journal here. Let's see what the guys who've come before us wrote in the journal. First comment says, "I have nothing to wake up for. No job, no meetings, so I choose to sleep in every day." Next guy said, "I have an obligation to wake up. You see, I was raised with very strict parents, and they told me that if you're someone who wakes up slowly, you're a procrastinator, and I don't want to be a procrastinator." The next quote says, "I like the quote, but I don't know what I believe in anymore, so I don't know what would change if I just said I believe 3 times. I'd have to say something I believe in, and I really don't know what that would be." Let's move down the path to the second sign and see what that says, and also see what the guys wrote in the journal. Do you hit the snooze button? Here's a quote by Arnold Schwarzenegger. "Every morning you have 2 choices: continue to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase them." Oh, cool. I like that quote. Do you choose to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase them? Let me open up the journal here. First comment says, "I wish I could hit the snooze button. You see, I'm in a homeless shelter with 60 other guys. Noise, lights, people nagging me. There's no such thing as a snooze button. When it's time to wake up, we all have to get up." Next comment says, "I never allow myself to hit the snooze button because I know myself too well. I'd hit it a dozen times or more before I ever crawled out of bed." And the last comment is, "I actually moved my alarm clock to the dresser 10 feet away because that way, when the alarm goes off, if I want to hit the snooze button, I have to get out of bed and walk a few meters to get there anyway, so I might as well stay up, and that seems to work for me." Okay, we got some good comments on do you hit the snooze button or not, and a challenge from Arnold Schwarzenegger: are you hanging in there in your dreams and you just want to stay in bed and dream, or do you want to wake up and chase them? Let's go down the path to the next sign. And it says, "Do you sleep in? Why? Is it because you are overthinking at night? Maybe partying late?" Okay, let's look at what the guys wrote in the journal. First comment is, I spend a couple of hours every night just lying in bed thinking, not pondering decisions, just random crazy thoughts. How do I stop them? I wish I knew. Second comment says, it's like my brain is sleepwalking all night. What do I do? I'm sleeping in because I guess my overthinking is that I'm sleepwalking all night long in my brain. And the last comment says, I feel like I'm sleepwalking through life, not fully awake, not fully aware, and frankly, I don't care about anything. Shaw. Do you relate to that? Let me repeat that one. I feel like I'm sleepwalking through life, not fully awake, not fully aware, and I don't care about anything. Let's move on to the next sign in this park. It says, the early bird gets the worm. And I'll open up the journal and it says, a wake-up call means it's time to get ready and go to work. That's what I believe. So I am definitely an early bird, and I get ready to go to work and get the worm, so to speak. Next comment is, I was told in my teenage years, don't be late for the party or all the good food is gone. That's my early bird catching the worm. Whenever anybody invites me to a party, I make sure I get there early before the good stuff is gone. And the last comment says, I was raised that if you are less than 10 minutes early, you're late. So I am an early bird to everything. I get up early. I get to the place 15 to 30 minutes early because I don't want to insult anyone by appearing late, that they making them think they weren't important to me or something. Let's move down to the next sign. It says, wake up and smell the coffee. And the comments in the journal, the first one says, if I woke up and smelled the coffee, to me that would be becoming aware of what's really happening. But in my addiction, I'm busy numbing everything so I can escape my reality. I'm not smelling any coffee. The next guy said, I'm numbing my mind so I don't have to face the truth. Like the first guy, I'm not smelling any coffee either. Okay, so question for all the listeners. Are you smelling the coffee or are you escaping and numbing? One more sign left in the park. It's a quote by Rumi. And it says, there's a morning inside you waiting to burst open into light. Wow, I like that quote. Let's see what the guy said in the journal. First one says, I'm one who hides inside if it's a sunny day. I prefer cloudy days and dark nights. The next guy said, this quote actually reminds me of the song It's a Beautiful Morning by the Rascals. And I just want to quote the beginning of it. The lyrics say, it's a beautiful morning. Ah, I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile. And to be honest, I love to smile and make other people smile. So this song, I'm always sort of singing in the back of my head in the mornings. Last comment in the journal says, I've always loved sunrise, especially at the beach. I need to find my own sunrise inside myself somewhere. Like the quote says, there's a morning inside you. So I guess there's a sunrise inside of me, but I'm not sure how to find it. Wow, some good comments and a good variety there. Let's go to the end of the park. There's one closing sign here. And it says, if the wake-up call is calling you to a brand new day, can you say, I believe 3 times? Can you chase your dreams? Can you choose to stop sleepwalking through life? Can you get the worm? Can you smell the coffee? Can you find your sunrise inside yourself? That's a great summary. And I'd like to close with my own little quote from a song by Katrina and the Waves. and it says, "I'm walking on sunshine, and don't it feel good?" Thanks for listening to this episode of the A2D from Addict to Disciple podcast. If you were saying that's me as you listened, then it's time now to reach out and join a group. You can message me on the link in this podcast or by email at davidfroma2d@gmail.com, or go to my website, www.froma2d.org, and click on the contact page. If you're listening on Spotify, you can leave your comments by clicking on the link they provide on that platform. Keep listening to future podcast episodes, and as always, stay safe and stay resilient.